Hello guys, welcome back. So in this lecture, I'm going to talk about some more editing shortcuts that I frequently use. So by the end of this lecture, you will be having a complete understanding of those shortcuts and how can you use it for improving your development speed. So the first shortcut that I'm going to talk about is how can you toggle case in PyCharm editor. So let's say I have this string, okay, I'm using this string called constructor called and I'm printing it on the console. So let's say I want to change all of this to caps. So one way of doing it is deleting and then typing all again in caps. And a better way is Shift Command and U on Mac. So I'll press Shift Command U on Mac and you can see the shortcut for Windows, Control Shift U. So I pressed it once and it all became small case. So earlier it was camel case. I'll press it again and it will become caps. So everything is caps. Now I can toggle it. So you can see. So this is one of the beautiful shortcuts in order to change the case of something that you have already typed in. And it saves you sometimes from lots of typing effort. So this is one shortcut to remember. And there's another shortcut that I would like to discuss is how can you start a new line before a current line. So let's say I am on this cursor. One way to start a new line is to go on the previous line and you press enter, right? So if you are on add and if you want to start a new line before add, so you have to go to the previous line and press enter. But a better way of doing this would be Command Option and enter. So Command Option enter starts a new line before the current, and Option Command enter is the shortcut for the same, and the shortcut is for Mac, and for Windows you have Control Alt and enter. So you can use this for Windows and Linux. So this is very handy, like if you have a lengthy code, like if this previous line of code is very long, okay, and you are just below it, then you will have to move one step up and then you have to go to the end and then you have to press enter. So a little bit of time consuming, and if you're doing that frequently, all this time that you are spending gets added up. So basically it's better to use these productive shortcuts that PyCharm provides us. So this is the shortcut to like enter, basically like enter a new line before the current line. Okay, now let me talk about completion. Okay, so normally what happens is PyCharm will suggest you, so as you type in, it will suggest you the code basically. Okay, so I just typed in o2 dot, so it's suggesting me whether you want to use the add function. Now a normal way is to press enter and then press enter for a new line. If I want to write one more line of code, what I'll do is I'll say dot add and then I'll go to the new line. But a better way of doing this is you do o2 dot add. Okay, it suggests add. So what you can do is you can press Command Shift and enter. So Command Shift and enter is for Mac. So what this will do is it will select the current lookup item and move the caret to the new line. So I'll press Command Shift and enter and you can see it moved choose lookup item and invoke complete statement, and it's Control Shift and enter for Windows and Linux. So I can use this. It's pretty handy, right? It just selects the lookup item and it just moves to the next line. So these are some of the shortcuts. Okay, now there is one more shortcut that you should know about is reformatting code. So there is a possibility, like if you're writing lots of code, then your code is not well formatted. So you can see like this class is well formatted, wherein there is proper indentation. So you can see here, then you can see some indentation here. It looks organized basically. So if your code is not organized, then there is a shortcut that PyCharm offers you, and this shortcut is Option Command and L on Mac. So you can see it just adjusted some code and change some few lines, and it's Control Alt and L for Windows. So I'll just press Control Z. So you can see there was this line which is not needed, right? And I'm getting some warning over here, like there is a blank line at the end of the file. So you can just reformat it. So I'll press Command Option and L, and it will just reformat the code. So if the file is pretty huge and like you have written lots of code there, then you can just run this reformat option, and this will make sure that your code is well formatted. So these are some of the shortcuts that you can use for editing and making code editing much more productive. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class and found it valuable. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.